I'm iOS dev also now. So I think this open source is like pretty good to get experience, and is iski value bhi hai iski experience. It's not.
So hello everyone, today we have Neeraj here. He's an experienced full stack developer with 5 years of almost experience. हमारा goal है to prove once an experienced programmer, always a great problem solver. एक goal programmer का होता है to be a problem solver. So I'm gonna challenge Neeraj to build his first iOS app, that also on open source project. Open source contribute करेंगे around 2 iOS apps, and let's see how easy it is for Neeraj to do a small change in 2 projects. So hi Neeraj, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi Harnoot. So first of all, thanks for having me here. And as you already told, like I already have 5 years of experience with full stack development, but first time I'm going to try this uh, iOS development and hope I'll succeed.
Wonderful.
And for sure, I have you to help me here, right?
Yeah, I'll try to guide. I was inspired by Harkirat. He helped me in my first open source full stack project. So let's get started with github.com. So I want to show you the trending pages which have the trending open source projects.
Okay.
So let's go to the homepage of GitHub. वहां पे जाके डैशबोर्ड में ऊपर जो आपको गिटहब आइकन आइकन है ना, वहां पे हाँ यहाँ पे ट्रेंडिंग का टॉपिक दिख नहीं रहा।
Trending, I think in Explore we get something. This one, trending.
यस, एक्सप्लोर ट्रेंडिंग में, यस करेक्ट। एंड ट्रेंडिंग में यहाँ पे जाके हम एक फिल्टर डालेंगे। सो यहाँ पे यू कैन डू अ फिल्टर फॉर लैंग्वेज टू स्विफ्ट।
Swift.
जी।
Nice.
So here you have bunch of trending topics, and each of these collaborators जैसे Mozilla, Firefox, Mozilla Mobile, ये सारे बहुत सारे projects हैं, and ये सारे projects are like very trending. इन projects का क्या फायदा होता है? They have active contributors which are trending. तो आपका work will get reviewed. It has higher chances according to my experience. और मेरे फ्रेंड के साथ क्या हुआ? He contributed to one of the project. He got a free flight to Sweden because his company was in Sweden and उन्होंने opportunity दी. Thanks to his great open source contribution, he got a job directly. So हमने filter डाला this week. यहाँ पे second option में हमें दिख रहा है stats. Let's try that. So stats is a project जिसपे sponsor की option भी है. So this is an early startup, तो इस पे contribute करने में मजा आएगा. So let's get into their issues page. तो issues page पे जाके इनका एक random issue उठा लेते हैं. अब हमने एक रैंडम इशू चूज किया है फ्रॉम देयर, एंड इट शुड बी एन easy change. So can you read and understand what you think about it and explain it to me, please?
Okay, I'll try. So it's image signal processor being mislabeled as airport. Okay, like something is mislabeled, maybe a documentation issue, or I don't know. Let's see, like maybe a function issue also. So in my testing on M1 MacBook Air, when the camera is not in use, this stays close to ambient temp of 30 degrees Celsius. As soon as I opened up phone booth, it spiked up to 38 degrees Celsius and slowly ramped back down to 35 degrees and 30. And after 10 seconds of closing the app, camera is not in use. I was trying to make a native CLI based implementations of this and came across this repo for mapping the sensor keys to the actual values. Okay. I don't know. It's something related to camera, like the temperature spiked and all. And after that, once like the app was closed, uh, it was normal, back to normal, right?
जी.
So I was trying to make a native CLI based implementation of this and came across this repo for this actual I think this issue is not related to this repo, but this guy used this repo to solve this. I feel like I was
Correct.
trying to make native CLI based implementation of this and came across this repo for mapping the sensor keys to the actual values.
Absolutely, बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने. तो आपके ख्याल से फर्स्ट स्टेप क्या होना चाहिए?
To fork this?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay. So
आप चाहे तो
how I
क्लोन
do
भी
it-
कर सकते हो, आप इसको क्लोन कर सकते हो और GitHub Desktop we will use it will do the magic. तो आप चाहो तो सीधा फोक कर सकते हो. We can make it simple.
Okay, so I can directly clone this and then GitHub Desktop will do everything, all the forking and all.
Yes,
Is it?
yes. Yes.
Wow.
So we can make it simple. अब open with GitHub Desktop choose करना please. वहाँ पे option है.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, open with GitHub
Okay.
Desktop. So let's clone
Clone.
it. And those who don't know, iOS development में last year Apple paid $1 trillion से भी ज़्यादा to their developers. That is almost more than the revenue people make on YouTube, Instagram. So that is the power of software engineering. Like with in-app purchases, majority obviously game developers को गया है जैसे कि Clash and Clan, but that's the power. Like creators से ज़्यादा iOS developers total in the world are making. It's insane.
I have one question, like it's trending across like every topic. So what do you think about iOS development after this AI thing? Do you think like we should learn about this iOS development or not after this AI part?
Absolutely, you have to think about it. Like every year, iOS 17, iOS 18, iOS 19, they're going to continue to roll out. See, like the time it takes to train ChatGPT and to be familiar with the future issues for iOS 17, 18 is
Mhm.
humongous. Still,
Absolutely.
ChatGPT is trained till September 2021. So currently, the amount of errors it knows is only till that date. So
Yeah.
currently, जो future libraries आ रही हैं, ChatGPT has no idea. Still, many developers have to manually go through documentation, learn on their own, and then implement it. Most of iOS and Android development is just कि documentation में जाओ खुद सीखो and then implement it, hit and trial. That's all it is. Uh-huh.
Okay, so I think cloning is done, right?
Yeah. So now it's in a master branch, and now let's go to the folder. So you can click on master, right click, and right click, open in Finder. Yeah. I think left side पे stats पे click कर लो, अब वहीं पे मिल जाएगा option. Yeah, right click, open in Finder, reveal in Finder.
Okay.
Here we go.
This
So here you will see the Xcode project, stats.xcode project. So,
one. Yeah.
easy. So इस पे you can double click and it'll open in your Xcode. So I asked him to install Xcode. I believe you already have it. So let's double click on it and it should open.
It's loading, I think. Yeah. So this is entire folder structure. So
Yeah.
this starts as a project, and this is entire folder structure like we have in full stack. I know about that, so I would like to relate to that only to understand better. So and this, what is this like artifact?
No, this is
It,
the project file in Xcode. So this is the main file which actually shows all the content it's connected to. So basically Xcode project में आपके पास Swift files आती हैं. There is like the UI files. All the files are connected into this file. So when you double click on it, it will open on Xcode and it will show you everything. Did it open? Just like हमारे पास Premiere Pro में एक file होती है ना जिसपे सारी libraries होती हैं. Like it's like
Hmm.
that. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like you
I
can
think
think of as like a video editing project. Uh-huh.
it's still
And,
loading.
and yeah, by the way, in the meantime, do you think full stack development is totally being replaced by ChatGPT or no?
No,
Not yet?
I don't personally think that because in my case also when I'm building something, for example, I work in Next.js mostly and with version 13, and ChatGPT has no idea about that. So even if I want to build something or fix something, I go for like documentation in that.
Shows how programming world is connected at the end of the day. Yeah.
True. And I feel like everyone who is doing that basic part for low pay fields and not upgrading themselves, for sure I think ChatGPT can replace them, because I also use ChatGPT every day to just ask ChatGPT to write like code for me, and that's all. But after that, whatever innovation I want to do and how I want things to work, that I have to think. But ChatGPT obviously helps me in that.
Wonderful.
Okay, I got Xcode. See. Yep.
Okay. Wonderful. Xcode, it's processing files, it's loading, and it should take maximum 5 to 7 minutes. So which MacBook you have?
M1.
M1. So yeah, it should be very quick based on how big the project is. So
Mhm.
in the meantime, I can walk you through. There are many. This project is very organized. So जो clean code principles है, like according to me, I think it's very organized. So वो जो folder का नाम है ना, folder should be called what it does. So for example, launch at login, that folder has what it does. SMC, it has what it does. तो मेरे ख्याल से it's very organized. What do you think about the structure so far?
I think it's good. Like that's how you do it here. But in full stack, it's like components, and then you have like multiple components with that name. But here you have like folders, and the naming is according to what it is doing. Launch at login. So I think when someone logs in, this part is like index page.
Yes. That's very important. तो पहले Xcode में, हाँ, पहले आप थोड़ा सा देख लो कि मेथड का नाम सेंसर है, कहाँ से आ रहा है. So let's go to Xcode and find this code first.
Okay, so this is a method, right?
Correct.
And this name should also be something specific. You can't just name it anything.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it?
a string. It could be anything, पर वो verify करना जरूरी है. So like go to the method. क्या पता वहाँ पे पहले से ideas लिखे हो. So let's check that. कुछ लोग comments लिख देते हैं ना. So let's double check.
Oh, I found it. I think modules and sensors. Is it?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
It's
I'm
very
good.
organized code base.
True. So in sensors, this is a Swift file, I think, right?
Correct.
This
Correct. So
logo. Yeah. Hmm. How to open this? Oh, it's
double
loading.
click. Yeah, it's kind of slow. So here you have to find airport.
Okay. Nope, zero matches.
So
We need to explore through like readers pop-up also.
yeah, let's go to the file path in GitHub. It was file path was written. Let's double check that.
Is it?
So
Oh yeah, values.swift. Module sensors value.swift.
yep.
Okay, actually, we should take care of everything and just not directly dive into solving the issues, right?
Yeah.
I'm new to, so I'm doing all those beginners mistake that I just directly try to solve the issue.
No worries. No worries.
Airport we have, but I don't think so. It's same, but maybe it's possible because that's a. Let's try to find more. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the thing. This is the exact line what we have in GitHub.
Yeah, exactly. So now it's a very straightforward change. So let's go to that function, sensor function. So you can do command click on it to go into it. Command or in Windows, yeah, command click, jump to definition.
Oh, okay. So basically, what I saw was that method was being called, right? And now it's this is the definition.
Correct.
I think this is the final thing, right? Oh, it is mapping it to key, name, and all.
Yeah.
And we want to just verify the name, but change will be in that line only, right?
Correct.
Where
That
we
will be in that line. 100% right. Answer straightforward in the question. Now, question is, how will you decide कि it should be renamed to ISP or image signal processor? Because GitHub open source mein, there is very much a guess game. So I want you to guess this answer. So
I feel like ISP because like it is clearly written ISP, and then in the bracket he's trying to just explain what ISP means,
I mean,
and
the
that's
good guess, but programmers are very vague. You have to see the code and then guess. Now look at the code where you were in the values file. Go where airport is written.
oh again okay.
So
This one.
see how rest of the structure is, and you have to
Oh,
write it the same way.
okay. Um, it's they have written like entire thing instead of the just short form, right?
Correct.
Unit dev and power manager die. Okay, that's how you do it in like iOS also. Because for
Yes.
web dev, I'm 100% sure that I just try to like think according to what is written up like in the code.
Yeah.
Okay,
But in
it works.
iOS, like you have to see how everyone is writing code because we don't have their database. We don't have access to their database to see which key value exists. So you just
Mhm.
have to guess. They will write a comment, yaar fix karo, this key does not exist. They will do a what is called PR review. So pull request review, they will do it.
Got it, yeah. So I think we can just copy this
Bilkul, bilkul.
and no problem with casing, or is it? There should be small s and there should be small p.
So देखते हैं यार इन्होंने कैसे लिखा है. So yeah,
According to other
yeah, smart. That was smart. Programmers
yeah,
are very vague, so you have to understand with the flow. Bilkul, good call.
yeah. Okay, so the rest everything is fine. This space percent is like in every line, so we can continue with that. And I
Correct.
think that's right.
Bilkul sahi.
That's
So
all.
yeah, that's all. So now you have to make a pull request. Let's see. He has never used GitHub Desktop. He's a command line person, but I
Yeah.
want to show him that GitHub Desktop makes things easier. So let's see if you can manage to create a PR.
So do I need to save it? Because I
So
already pressed.
automatic Xcode automatically saves. You will go to
Automatic.
GitHub Desktop and see it.
Oh wow. So let's go to GitHub Desktop here. Oh yeah, nice man. I'm using it for the first time. It's good to visualize actually.
So yeah, click on that, please. Click on, yeah.
Yeah,
Now you can commit.
I can commit, right? Oh, okay.
No, you cannot, but try.
I cannot.
Because you are in master branch.
Yeah. Oh, I need. Oh, okay, got it. I need to create a new branch, and but usually I do that before editing code. So I don't know.
So yeah, so here what you have to do is
New branch.
new branch, correct?
Okay. So
And now how
what's
the name should be? Tell me how the name of the branch should be.
I usually like add this and little bit of description what the issue was. So for example, uh, I would write ISP hyphen mislabeled. That's fine.
No, I think what you should do is you should go to existing pull requests. So go to the GitHub page and see how they are naming their pull request and take inspiration from, because every project has their own structure. तो
Yeah.
अब यहाँ पे देखोगे तो नीचे वाली कोई लास्ट देख लो. हाँ तो वैसे हाँ तो ये वाली पुल रिक्वेस्ट है. सो बेसिकली अगर आप देखो ही नेम्ड इट इफ यू जूम इन. So he named it based on his ID and then colon then patch one. So I think the best name could be आपका username then colon then issue ID. So let's say your GitHub username is Neeraj. So like that should be the best practice, I think.
Okay.
So
So
create a new
let's
branch again. So Neeraj,
my
your GitHub ID, username, GitHub username.
I don't know my username. It's in Valia easy. Yep. And then colon,
Colon
then issue ID. Is
issue
it
ID, yes. So the issue you're doing.
this issue ID, right?
Correct,
Cut that.
correct, correct.
Okay.
और space आप delete कर सकते हो and that's it. That's good enough.
Be like in Valia hyphen and then. Okay. So what if I add hyphen instead of that? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
hyphen डाल दो चलेगा. That works.
Okay,
You can
okay.
also
So
add. Yeah.
this GitHub desktop is handling my username and then colon, it's replacing it with hyphen and
Correct. Yep.
okay.
Create branch. And now this is like leave my changes, bring my changes. Yes.
Got it. So what I usually do is I first create a branch and then make changes. But in this case, as I already made changes, so we need to select this option, right?
Yeah, ये बच्चों के लिए it's easier to understand, so that's why I use this technique की थोड़ा straightforward. GitHub desktop teaches all the Git. So now you need to do next step. What do you think? Can you guess?
Okay. Yeah, I need to push my code to that forked repository. That's what I do now.
Yep.
So I need to add a message, right?
Yeah, in the this is description. So उसके ऊपर जो update वाला ना वहाँ पे हाँ यहाँ पे you can add that issue number hash and issue number and then yeah and then explain what you did.
Okay. I rename airport to this.
Yeah, you can copy the exact string ताकि like it's easier.
Right?
Yep.
This renamed airport to this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
we can skip description, is it?
yeah, we can skip it. We can sometimes add the name of the file in values, but अगर आप rename को string like we can also provide sensors value. Renamed sensors value like थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा descriptive हो जाएगा. Sensors value.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sensors
So value.
like
More descriptive it is, more easy for them to review. Yeah.
in message only you want me to write this or like in
नहीं,
description?
message description majority people don't write. Git command line में भी description इतना नहीं होता. हाँ.
Okay. So issue this rename sensor value from airport to this, right?
Correct. Wonderful. And we can commit.
Done.
Yep, commit. Mhm.
Okay.
Now next step.
That's done. Hasn't been published to the remote yet, but publishing it to GitHub. You can share, open a pull request. I need to click on this publish and then open a pull request. Is it?
Correct.
Okay. So basically, now I added a commit and then now I'm pushing code to the repository and then I
Correct.
can pull it, right? Okay. So publish it.
Now
Oh,
see, this is the magic. So
yeah.
so Neeraj was saying I should fork first because they don't give permissions easily. But GitHub Desktop handles the magic and it will fork for you.
I feel like as a beginner, it's very easy to use GitHub Desktop, right? Because usually the process is first we fork, then clone, then create a branch, make changes, push it, and then pull request. But here it's like on every step, if I like leave something behind, then it's giving me the option to do it afterwards. For example, that branch thing, right? Where I made the changes without creating a new branch. Okay,
Correct. So chances of mistakes are less then, yeah.
yeah, true. So I can fork this repo now.
Yes.
Nice.
So now you're contributing to the parent project or for your own purposes. So you have to decide. You want to contribute, right? So let's choose the first one.
Okay.
So now
It's done.
publish.
Oh, I need to publish.
Yep.
Oh, I thought it's done. My bad.
No. So some more clicks are there. Okay. Now create PR.
Preview. Okay. Current find default branch to compare against.
हाँ ये आपको merge करना है master में. So you choose master here.
Either.
उधर master, yes. Type in master.
I can't find that remote branch. You can only pull request against remote branch.
Okay, so because you have forked it, so हमें GitHub desktop पे की जगह github.com पे जाना पड़ेगा. Let's go to github.com and try to create PR there. So go to your page. You should have in your forked repository. It should be pushed.
This one starts.
Yep.
Yeah, it's out.
Yeah. Now you see it shows that it should show your branch. Go to branches. Oh yeah, here it is. Compare and pull request. There's a button for you on the top. And wonderful. And you can again do hashtag issue ID जो भी आपको सही लगता है.
I usually use ChatGPT for this, to be honest. Okay. So I just need to add some description that what I changed, right?
Yeah, आपने issue कर दिया, that is enough because you have inscription in your pull request name, so that is enough. So you can just click the create button, like because we have enough details anyway. It's a very small issue. And that's it. Our PR is ready.
That's done, right? So I can see the file change now. Okay, yeah, I think it's fine. That's all.
Wow, wonderful. Now, see, this has some GitHub actions, so they're very important. And I'm covering that in my batch as well. But yeah, for now we can skip it. We will wait for the build to be done. And बहुत straightforward है इसके बाद खत्म. ये merge हो जाएगा. Hopefully कोई review कर ले because it's trending. So I hope someone will actively review your PR और हो जाएगा.
Okay, all said. I don't have to do anything after this, right?
No.
It will be launched automatically.
Yeah, wonderful. So कैसा लगा आपको करके?
It was fun to actually learn more about this GitHub Desktop. Because when I was a beginner, I used to face lots of issues with this Git branching and all. Because I usually used to forget about creating a new branch and then making changes. So it was pretty like hard for me to do in that way, but I learned it eventually, and now this GitHub Desktop is, to be honest, good. And for the contribution, I'm new to Swift, but I made a change, so it's like I don't have to know everything to contribute to open source, right? Yeah, that's pretty good, to be honest.
Awesome. I'm so happy. And I mean, unfortunately, I couldn't cover any Swift concepts. So that's why let's go back to trending page and let's see if you can contribute to Mozilla Firefox.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
So
It'll be
trending.
cool. Like, I believed every full stack developer has used Firefox at some point. So maza aata hai, right?
True.
So
So
Firefox,
I need
yes,
to
language
change
Swift.
it, and then that's all. This one?
Yeah, Firefox, yes.
Okay.
So go create, sorry, go to any random issue that you like whichever is beginner friendly. We can add a tag as well. If you go to label, there's a tag as well. In label, go back, yeah, here you can search. Yeah, here you can search for a label which is like beginner or something like that, or like good first.
I don't know if they have good first issue.
No, oh, that is contributor. Okay, so that in this repo they have, every repo has different naming convention. So you have to, yeah, contributor. Okay, so here pick any one you think is easy.
Okay. Orientation API bug. I feel like this one is easy.
Okay, let's go. Let's try.
Okay. Okay, so that's something related to orientation, right?
Uh-huh.
API bug. Okay, that's one API which has some bug with orientation lock utility. Oh, maybe that lock functionality is not working, right? Okay. Again, the client of UI kit setting UI device orientation is not supported. Please use this. Okay. Orientation lock utility is using a private API. Either we solve this by using override var blah blah blah, or by asking this.
Wow, this issue is very simple. They have given you solution options. Not everything is as easy because it's beginner friendly. So many options are there, and it's a proud feeling to contribute to Firefox. So if you
Yeah.
can fix it. So yeah, let's do the same drill again. So
Okay. So
clone and try it out.
oh yeah, I need to open that in, go to code
Uh-huh.
and drop down and open with GitHub Desktop. Done. Clone it, right?
Yes. And it's mind blowing. In 30 minutes or less, Neeraj was able to finish one project. So it's very exciting.
Thanks. I should start learning Swift also now afterwards. If you say we scope in that also, then
Yeah.
good. So what we just did actually, just opened this, right? Cloned this for now,
Correct.
and next step is to go to this drop down and right click and reveal in Finder so that we can get this entire folder structure.
Correct.
And from here, we just need that one file where we can see all the connections. I think this one, Xcode project.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah. Just double click it and we need to wait for some time. Okay. Wow, I'm iOS dev also now.
Yeah,
After,
you have contributed, you've tried to contribute. आपको पता है, like in your resume, if you say that you have attempted to contribute to 5 projects, that is a big thing because other लोगों के पास attempt भी नहीं होता.
true, true, true.
Yeah,
Like
like
अभी problem क्या है, everyone like around me also, every beginner is like कि experience नहीं है मेरे पास. तो I think this open source is like pretty good to get experience, and इसकी value भी है इसके experience की. It's not like कि uh, to be honest, I feel like कि जो वो होते हैं ना, क्या कहते हैं, कोचिंग सेंटर्स वगैरह, वहां पे वो सर्टिफिकेट देते हैं ना क्लास में, तो उसकी इतनी वैल्यू नहीं है जितनी ओपन सोर्स की वैल्यू है.
बिल्कुल. ये तो absolutely it's like the future. मेरे दोस्त कंट्रीब्यूट करके स्वीडन जा रहे हैं, तो इट्स अ वंडरफुल। लाइक मेरा एक दोस्त है, वो हर हफ्ते एक प्रोजेक्ट में एक ही कंपनी का, लाइक व्हेन यू टारगेट वन कंपनी एंड उसकी प्रोजेक्ट में फेमिलियर होके एक ही कंपनी को कंट्रीब्यूट बहुत कर दो, दे बिकम अ फैन ऑफ यू, लाइक कि ये बंदा फुल टाइम इंजीनियर से ज्यादा कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहा है जो हमारी कंपनी में भी नहीं है, इसको हायर करो। लाइक दैट्स द फीलिंग दे गेट।
True.
ये ब्लाइंड्स खोल लेता हूँ, आंखें लग गई। हाँ, बढ़िया।
Mm, okay, so this was some API issue, right? Orientation lock utility, and is using a private API. Either we solve this by using this or by asking this. But for now, bug in the client setting, this is not supported. I feel like they're using this somewhere, UI device dot orientation, and which is not working. And
Yes,
we need to replace it with like
yes।
this. It should work, right?
सो या द आइडिया इज लाइक कि ओपन सोर्स कंट्रीब्यूशन का मतलब ये नहीं होता कि आपको पीआर लिखानी है, ठीक है? लाइक
Hmm.
यू कैन इन फैक्ट, उन्होंने दो ऑप्शन दिए ना, टेस्ट द फर्स्ट ऑप्शन, सी इफ इट वर्क्स एंड कमेंट दैट इट वर्क्स, दैट इज आल्सो अ कंट्रीब्यूशन, कि आपने
Yeah.
किसी की हेल्प की। सो अगर
Hmm.
आप वो कर सकते हो, इफ यू कैन जस्ट रन द ऐप एंड replace the UI orientation which is not supported with the first option they provided, that is a great way to get started.
We can try. First one actually seems difficult than the second one. Second one is easy, like just replace that. But we can try. So they have not given any file where we find this. First, I think we need to run this app and then we try that orientation part.
या
It should work, not
या
right?
रन अभी बहुत स्लो है, उतनी देर आप पूरे प्रोजेक्ट में सर्च कर सकते हो। लेट्स सी, डू यू नो हाउ टू फाइंड इन द होल प्रोजेक्ट?
This search option.
Yeah, that is good, and we can also do command shift F also. Yeah, wonderful.
So just need to find this UI device dot orientation,
Oh
and maybe it's still loading.
no, it should have loaded. Like, let's see if I think that code is, maybe just search for UI device.
We have UI device, but not able to find that orientation part.
Yeah, बहुत vague, programmers give a very vague problem, so थोड़ा clarity नहीं देते वो लोग, पता नहीं क्यों। So let's go to the class orientation lock utility. Yeah. So you can, I think you can try in Xcode directly. कुछ फर्क नहीं है, तो Xcode में ही देख लेते हैं. So now the file can be searched with Command Shift O. So yeah, here we go. Double click. तो फाइल आ गई। अब यहाँ पे आ गया UI एप्लीकेशन, यहाँ पे ओरिएंटेशन होना चाहिए कुछ ना कुछ। हाँ, तो यहाँ पे ओरिएंटेशन है, लॉक ओरिएंटेशन, यू सी दैट इन द लाइन नंबर 14, लॉक ओरिएंटेशन जो यूज हो रहा है दैट इज नॉट परफेक्ट। तो यहाँ पे आपको चेंजेस करने हैं। नाउ आई लेट यू डीप डाइव।
Okay. Can we use ChatGPT also?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. No, I don't think so. We should recommend. Let's see if you can try without ChatGPT. If not, we can use it.
Either we can solve this by using this or by asking this. Okay. So override var this colon this. This is a static function. So we need to replace this with
Yes.
supported.
Yeah. So replace the class. Yeah.
This.
No. The class that we are using for orientation. So UI interface orientation mask that we're using. So
Hmm.
replace that with the one we have in the issue they recommended.
I think this is the thing, right? UI interface orientation mask.
Correct.
That's same, no? UI interface orientation mask.
वो सही में मैंने पढ़ा नहीं अच्छे से, सॉरी, दोबारा दिखाना।
Dude, I was confused, right? किसको replace करूं, मुझे तो same लग रहा है. Okay,
हाँ,
so
सेम है।
override var this colon this. So like in TypeScript, how it is, this is the type actually. This, but I don't know how
This is
it is here.
correct. Same in Swift. Same in Swift.
Yeah.
By using override var. So yeah, just see the documentation. Let's search for example for using the whole thing they have shared. The double click, yeah, click on a new tab. So oh wow, they have given you the documentation link. So we need to see how to use it.
Okay. For more information, see this. When the device orientation changes, see also this. Okay, that's when orientation changes, system calls this method, and we have this, right?
Yeah. So at the end of the day, you have to change it. If you can just hit and try and do it with the documentation, otherwise we can use ChatGPT. Wow, ChatGPT helped us. So basically, orientation lock in the library is not working. So हम ChatGPT से default dot portrait कर सकते हैं using this function आप create करके.
So this is the default what they have, right? इसके अंदर we can create a new function, is it?
Correct.
And then we like this, right?
Yes. So
And,
now, like
but I
अब
think
यहाँ
this,
पे
this should be portrait by default always, is it? When I
I mean,
lock, it should be.
other requirement दी नहीं है, so let's just guess. If they comment, it is what it is. So here, if you see, there is a method called self.lock orientation. So this is, I think, not working. So उसकी जगह आप उसको remove करके यहाँ पे call कर सकते हो इस method को supported जो भी है ये वाला.
That's fine.
Yeah, I think there is syntax error जो function आपने create किया है. I'm not sure कि उसमें parentheses चाहिए. There's a syntax error. I think it has one argument, so it works. Yeah, you're right. It works. Yeah. So now let's try to build and run it. And if this works, then yeah, then we are good to go.
We have one argument here, but we don't have anything here. So is it? We are passing orientation here, or maybe we can remove that.
Yeah, we can remove it. It doesn't have argument. You're right. So you can just do parentheses after it. I think, yeah, that should be good.
But we are not getting that color. That's fine.
नहीं आ रहा मतलब वो functions. I think this is fine. I think since it's one argument function, तो ऐसे ही चल जाएगा. Yeah, you can run it.
That's done, right? So, oh, all set. So now we just need to go to this and create a
नहीं
branch.
टेस्ट कर लेते हैं एक बार रन करके टेस्ट कर लो and then good to go.
Okay, how to test it? Oh, it's
So
still loading.
it's oh my gosh, Firefox is such a big project. Even M1 Mac is struggling to load.
Yeah.
But see, ChatGPT is a great tool for beginners. कि at least at the end of the day एक solution पता चल रहा है. And like by just testing this solution and commenting, that is good enough. Even though if you don't have confidence in making PR, वो भी बहुत बड़ी contribution हो सकती है. And
True. That's actually how we learn, right?
yeah.
If ask for like, if we try to discuss in that comment section and ask for guidance, like I think these devs are pretty good. जो भी ये maintainers होते हैं ना, they pretty much help everyone if you ask them politely, for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, they are very helpful. तो एक बार बस ये आ जाए प्रोसेस हो जाए तो रन करके so this code is ready. Neeraj can make another PR easily, but अभी टेस्ट नहीं कर सकता. पर नीरज आप अगर चाहो तो ये कोड कॉपी करके कमेंट्स में डाल सकते हो. Can you do that?
This?
Yeah. So ये अगर हम डाल सकते हैं. हाँ, ये पूरा कोड कमेंट्स पे डाल दो एंड उन्हें बताओ कि इज दैट अ गुड सॉल्यूशन. कमेंट से पूछो, उनसे हेल्प लो एंड इट्स अ गुड प्रैक्टिस. So comment, yeah, leave a comment नीचे.
This much is fine, right?
Yeah, this is fine. And you can comment it. Wonderful.
Done.
So awesome. So today we did almost 2 contributions in less than an hour. Thank you so much, Neeraj. And कैसा लगा आपको overall?
Thanks a lot. Again, like you helped me a lot for like in these contributions, obviously, and that adds up to my GitHub profile at last. So thanks a lot for that. And it was amazing, right? To be honest, to know that it's this easy to contribute. But as a beginner, I always like used to face challenges. But now, to be honest, I can like contribute to any language. I feel like if I have like proper guidance.
Yeah, I'm so glad. So thank you so much, Neeraj. जिनको नहीं पता नीरज के बारे में, please check out his Instagram and YouTube pages because he makes amazing short form content and his long form content is coming soon as well. And his lead code challenges are most fun to watch. And I'll have the links in description below.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And we'll see you all in the next one. Thank you.